Welcome travel enthusiasts. Imagine the warm sun kissing your skin, the sound of waves gently caressing the shores, and the vibrant cultures of the Caribbean welcoming you with open arms. In 2025, U.S. citizens will have the extraordinary privilege of visiting some of the most stunning Caribbean destinations without the need for a visa. Yes, you heard that right. No visa required. Join us as we embark on a journey through 10 breathtaking Caribbean countries where your next tropical adventure awaits. At top 10, we have Antigua and Barbuda. It is a sovereign archipelagic country composed of Antigua, Barbuda, and numerous other small islands. These islands form an independent state in the Lesser Antilles in the eastern Caribbean Sea, at the southern end of the Leeward Islands chain. Yes, U.S. citizens can visit Antigua and Barbuda without a visa. They can enter the country for a limited stay, typically up to 30 days, and may need to provide proof of onward travel and accommodation. The Antigua and Barbuda government issued a statement Wednesday, reassuring Americans that travel between the U.S. and the Caribbean country is not banned, responding to speculation that it will be on a Trump administration list of nations with deficient vetting and screening. The government of Antigua and Barbuda noted in its statement that legal residents of the U.S. can visit its country without a visa. The Caribbean country's government also said U.S. travelers remain warmly welcomed. At top 9, we have Curaçao. Curaçao, a Dutch Caribbean island, is known for its beaches tucked into coves and its expansive coral reefs rich with marine life. Curaçao is an autonomous country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and together with Aruba and Bonaire, it constitutes the ABC Islands. Yes, American citizens can visit Curaçao. They generally don't need a visa for tourist visits, but they do need a valid passport, and may need to complete a digital immigration card, often called a DI card. U.S. citizens can stay in Curaçao for up to 90 days within a 180 days period. The USA remains a key market for Curaçao, with a 30% increase in arrivals, reaching 17,708 visitors in January 2025, up from 13,604 visitors in the same month last year. Most American visitors, around 66%, preferred resort hotels, while 33% opted for other types of accommodations. At top 8, we have Aruba. Aruba, officially the country of Aruba, is a constituent island country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, in the southern Caribbean Sea, 29 kilometers north of the Venezuelan peninsula of Paraguaná, and 80 kilometers northwest of Curaçao. Aruba is known for its stunning white sand beaches, year-round sunshine, and vibrant culture. The Kingdom of the Netherlands is responsible for the conduct of foreign affairs, including with the United States, and its embassies and consulates issue visas for travel to the island. When traveling to Aruba for tourism or limited short-stay business purposes, like attending a conference or meeting, U.S. citizens do not need to obtain a visa to enter Aruba for up to 90 days. If you wish to stay longer than 90 days, you'll need to apply for a visa extension from the Ministry of Tourism and Economic Affairs. Simply ensure that your passport is valid, apply for an ED card, and make your travel arrangements. At top 7, we have Belize. Belize is a nation on the eastern coast of Central America, with Caribbean sea shorelines to the east and dense jungle to the west. Offshore, the massive Belize Barrier Reef, dotted with 100s of low-lying islands called cays, hosts rich marine life. It is known for its vibrant culture, lush tropical rainforests, and some of the most beautiful marine environments on the planet. U.S. citizens do not need a visa to enter Belize for tourist visits of 30 days or less. However, they must have a valid U.S. passport, proof of onward or return travel, and sufficient funds for their stay. Your passport must be valid for the duration of your stay in Belize. All foreign tourists entering Belize are required to purchase a travel health insurance policy, available for purchase upon arrival or online. Tourists are encouraged to stay at gold standard certified accommodations to ensure safety. All tourists and non-Belizean citizens are required to pay an exit fee of $39.25 when leaving the country. At top 6, we have the Dominican Republic. It is a Caribbean nation that shares the island of Hispaniola with Haiti to the west. It's known for its beaches, resorts, and golfing. Its terrain comprises rainforest, savanna, and highlands, including Pico Duarte, the Caribbean's tallest mountain. The United States and the Dominican Republic share a strong partnership based on democratic values and historic, shared bonds of friendship and community. The United States established diplomatic relations with the Dominican Republic in 1884. U.S. relations with the Dominican Republic are productive and wide-ranging. Yes, U.S. citizens can generally visit the Dominican Republic. They do not require a visa for tourist visits, but they need a valid U.S. passport. They also need to purchase a tourist card, either online or at the port of entry. Tourist visas can be issued for one or several entries. Any person, regardless of their nationality, can visit the Dominican Republic if they are a legal resident of, or if they have a valid passport. At top 5, we have Turks and Caicos Islands. Turks and Caicos is an archipelago of 40 low-lying coral islands in the Atlantic Ocean, a British overseas territory southeast of the Bahamas. The gateway island of Providenciales, known as Provo, is home to expansive Grace Bay Beach with luxury resorts, shops, and restaurants. Yes, U.S. citizens can visit the Turks and Caicos Islands. A tourist visa is not required for stays under 90 days. A valid passport is required for entry and exit. Even for visa-exempt visitors, it's important to ensure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay, and that you meet other entry requirements. Additionally, U.S. travelers should be mindful of the strict laws regarding firearms and ammunition in the islands. We urge all travelers going to the Turks and Caicos Islands to carefully check their luggage for stray ammunition or forgotten weapons before departing from the United States. At top 4, we have Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands, a British overseas territory, encompasses 3 islands in the Western Caribbean Sea. Grand Cayman, the largest island, is known for its beach resorts and varied scuba diving and snorkeling sites. Its most striking feature is the shallow, reef-protected lagoon, the North Sound, which has an area of about 35 square miles. The island is low-lying with the highest point about 60 feet above sea level. U.S. citizens can generally visit the Cayman Islands for tourism without needing a visa for stays of up to 30 days. However, for longer stays or for any reason other than tourism, a visa may be required. You will still need a valid U.S. passport to enter the Cayman Islands. If you plan to work in the Cayman Islands, you will need to obtain a work permit from the Department of Immigration. There is a departure tax for travelers aged 12 and older, which is usually included in your airfare. At top 3, we have British Virgin Islands. The British Virgin Islands, part of a volcanic archipelago in the Caribbean, is a British overseas territory. Comprising 4 main islands and many smaller ones, it's known for its reef-lined beaches and as a yachting destination. The largest island, Tortola, is home to the capital, road town, and rainforest-filled Sage Mountain National Park. All U.S. citizens are required to present a valid U.S. passport when traveling to the British Virgin Islands, as well as proof of anticipated departure from the British Virgin Islands. U.S. citizens can use their driver's license as their government-issued photo ID for domestic travel, which includes the USVI. However, before departing the USVI, you must prove U.S. citizenship or lawful residence. All visitors will need to pay an environmental levy upon arrival, typically around $10 per person. At top 2, we have Bermuda. Bermuda is a British island territory in the North Atlantic Ocean known for its pink sand beaches, such as Elbow Beach and Horseshoe Bay. Its massive Royal Naval Dockyard complex combines modern attractions like the interactive dolphin quest with maritime history at the National Museum of Bermuda. Bermuda is an archipelago consisting of 181 islands, although the most significant islands are connected by bridges and appear to form one landmass. Currently, United States citizens do not require a visa to enter Bermuda if their visit is for tourism. You will know how to plan your trip effectively. The maximum time non-residents can stay is 180 days, but they can apply for an extension at least 2 weeks before their current permit expires. You can only drive in Bermuda with your driver's license if you have a valid International Driving Permit (IDP). At top 1, we have Bahamas. The Bahamas, officially the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, is an island country within the Lucayan archipelago of the Atlantic Ocean. The Bahamas are known for its vibrant culture, easygoing lifestyle, turquoise waters, and white sands. U.S. citizens are generally required to present a valid U.S. passport when traveling to the Bahamas, as well as proof of anticipated departure from the Bahamas. Passport validity is important too, specifically the expiration date. A visa is not typically required for stays of 8 months or less. Additionally, you'll want to make sure that you have at least 2 blank pages in your passport book. If you are traveling by cruise ship, you might not need a passport if you are entering under the Western Hemisphere Travel Initiative, but you would need a government-issued photo ID and return to the U.S. by sea. If you plan to stay in the Bahamas for longer than 8 months, you may need a Bahamas visa. The U.S. Department of State may issue travel advisories, so it's important to stay informed about any current travel restrictions or safety concerns. As we wrap up our journey through the top 10 Caribbean destinations, Let's summarize the highlights of these stunning places that U.S. citizens can visit visa-free in 2025. Remember, these destinations not only promise breathtaking landscapes and warm hospitality, but also make traveling hassle-free for U.S. citizens without the need for a visa. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel inspiration and tips. Until next time, happy travels.